Hey everyone, it's Thursday, March 9th, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. So, it's been a really good day so far. Kind of had a tough night last night, but it's all good. That's what happens sometimes, and it's just normal stuff, nothing crazy. So, I'm back in the groove today, and I'm excited to go to work. So, I'm going to hit some online classes here momentarily. A little behind on my session, so not going to go deep on that front, and then going to hit a drum practice session, work on some foot control, and then work on this cover tune, and just trying to do those things right, man. I feel like the last couple years I've just been focused on busting things out like as quickly and consistently as possible, just finishing things, and that was really good. Like it got me some good momentum, and I learned a lot from that. But now I kind of want to take a step back and focus on quality a little bit more. So, taking the time to do that is just a little more time intensive, requires a little more patience, but it's all good. So, I'm gonna do that, and then gonna get back into working on this track, just cranking on this album, just trying to really get it done and get it done right, like I was saying. I tracked some new bass lines yesterday, so I'm going to revisit those, talk to you guys about how I'm feeling about that, and just try to guide you guys through the session as much as I can. I'm in the process of tweaking these videos, so just bear with me. I'm trying to get them right, and might take a minute. So let's get into it. All right, guys. Really productive learning session and drum practice. Um, it's my music technology class, so just a quick hitter on basics of effects and why visualizers are good in your effects chain. Things like oscillators, um, spectral analyzers, etc. Just for showing how different effects change the timbre of your sound, and I'm excited to go further with that. Then some Led Zeppelin research, just reading about how blues influenced they were, and thinking about how blues influenced they were, and checking out some Muddy Waters tracks, just going like digging my way back through the roots of rock and roll, back through the blues, and I think that's a good way for me to deepen my musical knowledge and just enrich myself musically and just feel where the influence of some great artists who I admire really come from. And man, the main thing that stuck out from those Muddy Waters recordings I was checking out is just the groove is insane. The feel on those tracks is like, wow, it's deep, man. And obviously his voice and his guitar playing is just awesome. And the delivery and the emotion in the music is just awesome, and you can really, really hear it on those Zeppelin records, man. Like, it's kind of crazy actually how much they sound like that. But yeah, that was great. And then getting into the drum rhythm, just kind of going deep on that front. I was working on just warming up, and then getting into this book called Stick Control by George Lawrence Stone, which is one of the drumming bibles. And if you're a drummer, you haven't worked through that book, that's kind of the next step for you. But I've gone through a lot of the book with my hands, and now I'm going through it with my feet. And I really just want my foot control to be on point going forward, and it takes time. It just takes time and reps, and you know, really being focused. Focus practice is the key. So working on some of that, and then just working on my drum cover here, getting some parts down, some ideas for the intro part, and just gonna have some fun with that, enjoy it, and just sort of go more into the musical realm with my practice routine. So I'm gonna take a quick break and then hit the production front. right. Wrapping up another excellent session today. The last few days, this week I'm in the zone, and it's so important. It's so important to be there right now, and this is really what has to happen. So I'm so grateful to myself for just managing the rest of my life a little bit, so that I can have the time to really do what I want and need to do to make this happen here in the studio. So just listening back to some bass takes from yesterday, I do like the new part better than the old part, or at least I like the new part enough that I think I want to get a keeper take of it because it's good. So I listened back to some of the takes, and there's one that's reasonable. I mean, it's like passable, but I'm not doing that on this record. Like, passable just isn't good enough on this record. It's got to be perfect. It's got to just be absolutely popping and on point. So, yeah, it's really popping, guys. It's sounding real good. And I'm honing my sort of mental game. I was talking about this yesterday, just like how to practice the way I'm going to record it, if that makes sense, so that I'm actually practicing recording it, and doing it in a way that's more meaningful, and just harnessing the mental game to get the sound and the feel and the voice and the articulation and the vibe and the message that I want across. You know, it's really practicing that communication, refining that and honing that. So far so good. I'm in a good place with it. I'm excited to move forward with that tomorrow. Maybe get some tracks laid down. Who knows? Maybe keeper track will come Saturday. Something like that would probably be my guess. But yeah, man. I mean, the way I'm looking at this is like, okay, I've spent like 2 weeks refining this bass line, but like once it's done forever. And like that's how it's gonna sound forever, for the rest of time. As long as this recording lasts, that's how that bass sound is gonna sound. So I better get it right. You know, that's my approach on this this set of recordings. So I'm enjoying it. It's actually a lot of fun. It's more fun than I thought it was going to be. It's more fun than it's been in the past, which says a lot. And I just feel like I'm really on track with this right now, guys. And it's making everything perfect. Like, this is really what my life is about. And when this is going well, I'm happy. So hope you guys are out there grinding towards your goals, doing what it takes to get from point A to point B. I mean, no one said it was going to be easy, but the good news is we're in a position, we're in a country and an environment and a government and a society that allows us to pursue what we want to pursue within reason, and sometimes even outside of reason. Some people do some unreasonable stuff, and it's awesome. And I think we ought to take advantage of that. That's a unique opportunity, man. Not everyone in the world really has access to what we have access to here, and that doesn't mean that they can't make great art or that they can't pursue their vision of themselves. I guess in a sense, most of us do have that ability, but not everyone does. So let's appreciate that, and let's nurture it, and let's do it justice by taking advantage of it and making something of ourselves. That's really how I feel right now, and I hope I feel that way forever, man. So anyway, just appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thanks for all the feedback so far. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.